So there's something I've been noticing, that I have not having need to install any package or use pip since this video or this mini series have started, right? And why is that? But now, if I now want to import a new series now, so what we want to do is that we don't want, if I want to install a new package, what we want to do is that packages install now. If I just go ahead and say pip install this, I'll go ahead and say pip install package 1. So the problem with this now, this will be installed globally, which means if I have 3 projects, I needed this package named package 1. And the first project is using package 1 version 1.2. The second is using package 1 version 2.3. And the third is using package 1 version 5.4. But I go ahead and install package 1 globally. That means all of them will have to be using the same version, and which can make the code break. But something will always break. But virtual environment can fix this. What does virtual environment do? What it does is that it isolates Python installation per project. It isolates the package that you install for each project. So if I'm installing a Django, a fast API now, the version I install for each project is going to be different, because I work on this project different times. There might be an upgrade. This might be an old project that I have to downgrade to an older version of this project. So what happens is that if I want to, I can create a virtual environment, and you can do that either by using Python venv, then .venv. So this is us telling Python I want to create a virtual environment, and this is what we want you to name the virtual environment. So if I can go ahead like this now, and if I open this area now, you can see that we have a new file right here. That's the virtual environment already created for us. So now, creating this does not mean we automatically get to using it. We need to activate this virtual environment. So I can just go ahead and say source .venv right here, then bin, then activate. Okay, I'm not using Mac. I'll see script. Okay, let's look at this. So here now we have it. We have the virtual environment activated, right? We have the virtual environment activated. So I can just go ahead and say pip install request. I should have an S. So this is going to install request now, and it's going to install it on this virtual environment, not globally. So let me just open another terminal. So I should go ahead and say pip list right here now. You will see that request is installed, because it's actually listing the package I have in this virtual environment for me. But if I should come here and say pip, okay, I want to deactivate this. Okay. So we can see now, and if you check the version here, and okay, now only request is the dependency that we have here now. So the other thing that can then have been because of dependency on request. So another thing we can do here now is we can save the dependency of this project and export it. So how you most likely do this is using pip freeze. So we have pip freeze, then this arrow, then we can say requirements.txt. So we can see now, if I say cat requirements.txt. Oh, here now we can see the list of all the things that is in that requirement.txt. But if I should come here and say deactivate, so now this is deactivated. If I come here and say pip list, you can see we are getting way more. That's because all these are installed globally. Right, all these are installed globally, but what we are doing is practically different. We don't want this globally. So you can see now, we can now add, and when we are doing to GitHub now, what we want to do, we never want to commit this to GitHub. This is too big and it's not useful, it's been on GitHub. So for that, we use the gsignal. So if we have like dot and you just add this to your G signal, and it's going to hide this from being added to GitHub repo. So you can see how that works now. Here now we see which frameworks and what they uses. We see typing, fast API is used for path parameter, request bodies, response models, and etc. We see SQL. See the context manager. We see that it is used with SQL Alchemy. It uses HTTP, PyTest. We use them for decorators. We use this something like this: app.care.put app.middleware. We see Django here. We see it with permissions required, login required. We see different scenario of using these things, right? So these are the 3 features that should stick to you as you write them down today, but not tomorrow. So here now you want to see add typing to any function. So take any function you wrote this week and give it a typing, right? Just add typing to the function, your old code. Just go back to the function and give it some typings in the function, right? Then write at log calls decorator. So what this is going to do is, this is going to print the function name and the argument every time it is called. So when you call the function, when you get a function and the function name, write the decorator that print out the function name and the argument in the function every time the function is called. So try to 3 different functions. So we have to refactor a dict into a class, a dictionary into a class actually. So find any function returning a dictionary that represents an entity now. Then replace it with @data class and read it before and after. So don't forget to just do this and make sure it's alright. Now you understand more about Python, and now you can dive into backend development with Python using this. Now that you've learned typing, decorators, context manager, data class, and virtual environments. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build with Drew, for more videos like this. Bye. See you in the next video.